Today, I want to talk slowly, not because I don't know what to say, but because this topic needs space. Because if you're learning English, this question lives quietly in your head, sometimes loud, sometimes silent, but always there. How long is this going to take? I remember asking myself that question once, not in English, in my own language, late at night after watching another video, after trying again and still feeling behind. And the strange thing is, nobody prepares you for this part of learning. They teach you how to start, they show you what to study, but nobody talks about time. Some people say 3 months, others say 6 months if you're serious. And when you hear that, you start counting days, weeks, and when your English doesn't match that promise, something breaks inside. Not motivation, trust. Because you start thinking, maybe I'm slower, maybe I'm not good at languages, maybe English is not for me. And that thought is dangerous. Not because it's true, but because it makes people quit. Here's something I've learned the hard way. Language does not grow like a straight road. It grows like fog. You walk, you walk, you walk, and it feels like you're in the same place, until one day you look back and realize how far you've come. Let me be honest with you. Most progress in English happens without permission. You don't feel it coming. You don't control it. You don't notice it. It happens while you're listening, while you're repeating, while you're failing quietly. That's why it feels slow. Not because it is slow, but because it's invisible while it's working. I want to tell you something important. Understanding English is not one big moment. It's hundreds of tiny moments. You understand one sentence, then one word, then one reaction, then one joke, and those moments don't announce themselves, they whisper. Now let's talk about the mistake we all make. We measure English like a test. How much do I know today? How fluent am I now? But language doesn't work like math. You don't wake up one day fluent. You wake up one day less afraid. And that's progress. If you ask me, how long does it really take? My honest answer is, it depends on how you stay, not how you start. Someone who studies aggressively for 2 months and disappears will lose to someone who shows up gently for a year, every time. And this is where I want to slow down again, because staying doesn't mean studying hard. Staying means listening even when you're tired, speaking even when you sound bad, continuing even when nothing feels different. Staying means not leaving. Here's a quiet truth. Most people don't fail at English. They leave too early. They leave in the middle, and the middle is always uncomfortable. The middle feels boring. The middle feels slow. The middle feels useless. But the middle is where everything is happening. Now let me share something practical, softly. If you want English to stay with you, stop asking, when will I be fluent? And start asking, how can English live in my day? Not study, live. 5 minutes of listening, 1 sentence out loud, 1 thought in English. That's enough. Consistency over intensity, always. And please, please hear this. You don't need perfect grammar to be progressing. You don't need confidence. You don't need talent. You don't need speed. You need time and exposure. That's it. English is not judging you. It's waiting for you. Sometimes progress looks like this. You don't translate anymore. You just understand. You don't think of the word, it comes. You don't panic, you respond. And when that moment comes, you won't celebrate. You'll just continue. And that's how you'll know you're learning. If today you feel slow, if you feel stuck, if you feel like everyone else is better, I want you to remember this. You are not late. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are learning a language, the human way. And learning the human way takes time. Quiet time, messy time, uncertain time. But it works. I don't know exactly how long it'll take for you, but I know this. If you're still here, still listening, still curious, English is already becoming part of you, even if you don't feel it yet. This is LingoMania. No rush, no pressure, just presence. I'll see you next time.